Landing Page Wizard. In this movie, we'll learn how to create a landing page in one of our wizards for lead generation. To start, we'll have to go to the lead generation section of the system. Then we have to select the landing page section of the sidebar and click Create New. On the first step, we'll have to name our landing page to organize it in a system. Then we have to choose who will be the owner of all the contacts that will subscribe through this landing page. And optionally, add our Google Analytics ID for tracking. We can create the landing page using the HTML creator or the drag and drop creator. In the drag and drop creator, first we can choose to use one of the pre-made templates or create a landing page from scratch. In here, we'll be able to choose the layout of the landing page, which widgets to use and their respective setup, as well as the general settings of the page. In the general settings, in the page body properties, we can choose the background color, the overall page width, when to responsibly move columns lower, and choose a background image for the page itself. To pick a layout structure, we need to click, drag, and drop one of the pre-made layout settings. At this point, we can add one of the widgets. We have the standard heading, text, image, divider, margin, button, contact form, and social media widgets. Let's add each. The heading section allows us to insert a large heading, preferably on top of the landing page. We have our all standard text addition fields. Keep in mind, we can also use some of the placeholders, such as user's name and many others. The text widget is nearly identical and provides the same settings. Next, the image widget allows us to insert an image directly into the landing page itself. To select an image, we have to click the gallery icon on the top left of the widget. From here, we'll be able to select an image. And in the settings, change the margin settings, whether the image will be stretched, and where it will be linked. Next, the divider widget places a visible divider between different widgets. To modify its appearance, click on the Settings button that appears on the bottom left when hovering your cursor over the divider. Here we can change the color, the type of divider, its border size, length, and the margin settings. The margin setting is very similar to the divider, however it is not visible. You can use this to create empty space in your landing page. To view the actual spacing of your margin, you can click Preview on the top right of the window. In the margin settings, we only have one setting, which is the height, or the vertical spacing between the two widgets. The button widget is a quick way to add a button, along with an option to change its graphical settings to fit the style of the landing page itself. The social media buttons are added through the social media widget. In the settings, you can select the style of the buttons that will appear, their alignment in the horizontal space, the spacing between the buttons themselves, if you have multiple, and determine which button should be visible from our list of the social media widgets. The most important widget, though, is the contact form widget. The contact form widget allows us to gather leads by having them provide their information in the contact form. To edit which fields are appearing on the contact form, as well as how they are set up, we have to go to Edit to see the complete contact form settings. In the field layout, we can choose how the fields will be displayed, as well as add and subtract fields, As in all our contact form creators, we have some basic options, as well as custom detail and consent from consents list option. We recommend trying to always include that option. We can choose whether the field displayed is a checkbox and whether it is required in order to complete the full contact form. In the next tab, we can choose the spacing and the size of each field. In the Advanced Widgets section, we have a few additional options. We have the Image plus Text widget, which serves as a simple way of adding image and text widgets side by side. We also have the Menu widget, which is a very quick way to add a menu bar to your landing page. Lastly, we can quickly insert one of the pre-made banners that can be made in website personalization. Let's proceed by clicking Save and Continue. On the next step, we can choose whether we want to display a thank you page or redirect to another page when the contact fills the contact form. We can choose to direct to another landing page, enter a URL of the page, which will be then displayed as an iframe, or open the page in a new tab in the user's browser. The other option, to create a thank you page, allows us to use the same creator to make a very quick landing page, which will thank our client for subscribing. In the next step, we have the confirmation email settings. Here we can determine what the email subject will be for the email that will be sent in order to confirm the identity of the user subscribing. We can determine which email marketing account this email will be sent from, or create a new one if we wish to do so. We can also choose not to send this confirmation email if the contact already exists in our CRM. We We can then proceed to create a new email or select one from our ready templates. Once again, we agree with the same creator. However, in this case, it is mandatory that we have the confirmation link inside the email itself. We can add it by highlighting any text and making sure that we include the placeholder $opt-in $, to create a placeholder for the confirmation link. Once we have done so, we can click Save and Continue and proceed to the next step. In here, we have the segmentation options, as well as notification options. The first two options on the top allow us to determine what tag will be added when a contact has either filled the form or once they have clicked on a confirmation link inside the confirmation email. Generally, we recommend that those two tags are separate, so we can determine when a contact has subscribed but has not confirmed their subscription yet. You can also choose to send a notification to the main owner every time somebody subscribes through the landing page. As well as to add multiple email addresses that will also be notified. Next, for the final settings, we can determine where we will publish our landing page, either by placing it on the Sales Manager website, or simply to create an HTML code which will allow you to paste the entire landing page as an iframe. If we choose to publish the website or the landing page, we can determine exactly when it will be live through the Let Me Choose option, which will also allow us to add a setting that will determine a redirect URL if somebody visits their website before it is live. We can also choose a redirect when the website expires, as well as when precisely it will expire. If we are ready, we can click Save to either generate a URL or generate a landing page on a Sales Manager URL. Keep in mind, if you need to generate the code for a landing page again, you can simply click on Download Code in the landing page list. If you wish to create a new version, we recommend trying to make a copy for a working version. We can also always come back to edit the landing page itself to change settings. And of course, we can delete any unwanted landing pages. To learn more, you can visit our website at support.salesmanago.com.